Day 91. So today's been a nice kind of chilled out day. Spent some time watching the England game in a small family bar in Barbados before going to watch the boy of the family that I'm staying with have a surfing lesson. And that kind of shone a light on two very contrasting emotions that I experienced today that I wouldn't usually necessarily have experienced in either so much intensity or even at all. And those two things are, firstly, watching the England game, the genuine kind of passion and excitement and investment that I felt while watching that was so much purer than it used to be. And I've always been quite a passionate supporter of my football teams anyway. But I think where I'm in such a better mindset nowadays, the ability to feel those emotions in a raw and organic way was just a much nicer experience. And the second big change that I noticed today was while I was watching the boy in his surfing lesson, obviously sat down on the shore in a reasonable distance from their lesson that was happening. I had my first real experience of just being in the moment fully and not having worries and not having desires and not having anything going on other than what was me and the world around me in that particular moment. It was such a pure and peaceful and relieved kind of feeling. And all of the noise of other things in my life, whether that's negative thoughts or guilt or worries or positive thoughts and ambitions and drives, they all kind of just disappeared for that small moment of time. And as much as I tried to think about things that weren't in that moment in front of me right then, I couldn't break out of that kind of solace that I was in for that period of time. And that probably went for about half an hour or so. And that sudden ability to just be at one with myself and the world around me was just an incredible experience. And the only thing that I can compare it to as reference points that I have is the times that I've had detachment episodes, like I talked about before, where I might be walking around Tesco's and suddenly everything just seems to disappear, everything gets cloudy and I can't really pick out things intellectually or within my mindset, but in those moments I'm not necessarily really feeling anything. It's like that same feeling where the emotional detachment has happened and nothing's bringing me down or up, I just feel peaceful and at one with myself, but that was without all of the intellectual attachment, so I still felt part of the world, but I felt at one with that. And I found myself kind of wondering what led to that kind of moment in time, and I'm sure some of it is the resolution from problems that I've had and ultimately being honest with myself about challenges that I face or things that I need to do to make up for mistakes that I've made, combined with the culture and lifestyle that's influenced by the heat over here, and all of the other things that that bring have had some sort of impact on my brain being able to just let all of that background noise go and be okay in the moment that I'm in. So I'm hoping that situation arises again at some point in the future because it was a very pleasant experience and looking forward to tomorrow. So share, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.